Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. This is I just left the war. I hope y'all watched my last video. Um but this is about Ashton Kutcher. That joker trying to have this thing called Thorn, but it's still messing with our children. So y'all please pay attention as MERALI explains what Thorn potentially really is with proof. Okay, Ashton Kutcher and this thing called Thorn, it is not what it's cracked up to be. It's all about our children again. Why they keep trying to mess with our children? Huh? Let's see what's going on. Let me let y'all hear what MERALI is talking about. All right, hold on one second.
Thorn, a charity founded by Ashton Kutcher, is not all what it may seem. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've done a lot of research into this video, and I'm quite worried about Thorn and the mass censorship turning into more of a commercial value, the significant amount of money being made, the PR that comes from it, and the children that basically get left behind. Thorn isn't what it actually is.
Thank you.
They're lying to you. He is lying to you. The charity is lying to you. And it's a dangerous misstep. It's not what it seems. Hey guys, it's MERALI. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Now, we know, please subscribe to the channel, but we know that Danny Masterson was somebody that...
I also forgot, y'all. I apologize. But y'all, please like and subscribe to Valentine TV. Also, I appreciate it so much. So much.
You know, Ashton stood by with, put out statements. Him and Mila had a massive takedown after that. He had to step down from the charity, but of course, Ashton is still directly tied into Thorn. We know that Ron Burke is also somebody who is investing into Ashton Kutcher and his firms. We also know, well, now I know that Ashton Kutcher's Thorn is also directly related and working with Peter Thiel, Palantir, company that has mass understanding of a vast amount of people. Even up in here to the UK, they have a vast amount of data on our NHS, our national health system, and the data on all of us in the UK, which is absolutely insane. But mass surveillance is what Ashton Kutcher and Thorn are basically pushing for, to detect and understand child SA material, and that they would be able to read your conversations and chats. There would be no basically encryption when it comes to that.
And it's saying that they can go to your Facebook, Telegram, your darn Snapchat, all your website, gaming websites, and all of that to detect what about the children. It's all about the children. $25 million or 250 million. We're gonna see.
On all apps, whether it be Facebook, Snapchat, or WhatsApp. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, you know, this is fantastic. What great governance that they'll be able to detect child SA anywhere and will be able to report those people. But this is a very slippery slope where you are now giving access to Thorn and this charity to be able to control and read all your messages at any given moment of time. Do you understand what level of control, power, and leverage that comes with? When we look at the conversations of Epstein, when we look at the conversations of Diddy, they got so far in their careers, Ghislaine as well, because of leverage, because of filming and having content and having pictures of powerful people around them doing horrific things that they can use as leverage. That's why when P. Diddy got arrested, they were doing raids among his house. That's why we have these Epstein files basically being water dripped to us every single year, exposing so many of these people. This is the leverage that Ashton Kutcher was looking for. But also, to develop this technology and supply it to Europe also means that you, Ashton, are going to be paid a huge amount of money. The commercial standpoint, because they are providing this technology, they're going to have a lot of clients. Therefore, this non-profit organization, which is meant to be Thorn and helping to stop children being trafficked, to me, seems like a complete PR BS lie. And
yeah, it's doing the opposite. It's not stopping. It's there and helping to see the children, you know, get that, to watch the children get trafficked, to be able to read all the Snapchats, all of the underage stuff, you know, and they putting it out like Thorn is there to help, so the kids won't go down or be essayed or, talked to in a certain way on all these apps or lured away, when actually Thorn is doing the opposite. That's what MURAD is trying to say too. Thorn is doing the opposite for your children. So watch that app. Watch Aston Kutcher. Do not trust him. Period.
Also, it's a way to have a cash cow and to create money and to push for surveillance, push for governance, push for control, restriction in so many ways that is dangerous to so many people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not want that, even if it would be to protect and help child SA. I do feel like when you have charities like Aston Kutcher's and the whole idea of helping children, they tend to be dramatic. They tend to be over the top. They tend to put out lies. They tend to act like they are heroes, pretending to help everybody, when really and truly that really isn't the case. So for those of you that didn't even know that, Thorn are pushing for a significant amount of governance. They have large investments from multiple people, whether it be Peter Thiel and Palantir, whether it be people associated who were literally in the Epstein files, whether it be Ron Burkle himself, whether it be close friends with P. Diddy and Danny Masterson. And you have multiple European, high-ranking politicians also involved in this charity, helping this charity, because that also is what they are looking to push for. More governance. Tie that in with AI, and every single person is basically being controlled to every single level. There's been so much uproar when it comes to voter ID. But what about what Ashton's doing? And this charity, all in the display and mirage of pretending to help children, which I don't think it is. But if we look across another article that was printed in 2017, 9 years ago, Aston Kutcher's claims that he has helped the police save way more victims than authorities say they found.
How is that possible? Now you say more children or victims than the police, the authorities even say they found? That don't even make sense. And you got them. You got them.
I'm going to repeat that again for you guys. Ashton Kutcher claims he has helped police save say they found. The authorities, the official authorities, publicly pull out information on how many children basically they have found or saved or prevented for basically being trafficked. Yet Aston Kutcher is making public statements that he has actually found more children, more victims than the authorities. Can somebody please tell me how that even works out? I didn't even know that this was going on, and this is mind-blowing to me. But can somebody please tell me how that even works? How is Aston and the technology that he is developing through Thorn, through probably Palantir, through probably Spotlight, which is another form of technology that, they claim to have made, how are they able to detect more children than the genuine authorities that are publicly putting out information? Something doesn't make sense. Option A, Ashton is lying to promote his charity and give more PR. Option B, they absolutely are detecting more children, and some of them are publicly being put out to show that they are helping, and the others that they are detecting are probably going somewhere else. Just think about that for a second. And now I have these questions because I know how these people worked. I myself have been trafficked from when I was a minor up until,
Yeah, MURAD was traffic. That's why when I get to these kind of stories and MURAD covers them, that's why I like to react to MURAD, because he has been there, done that. He knows how it works. He knows how it is all the way up until his late teens. He was trafficked.
In my late teens, I know how these people work because I was literally one of them who was trafficked. You can even look up my entire scandal because it's even there for you guys to read and see.
Yeah.
What grown men would do, give substances to me, tell me to go from this house to that house, etc., etc. Something that I consciously, willingly fell into myself, didn't know what was going on. It is absolutely horrific. And it's everywhere.
Yeah, and people put MURAD's videos out trying to tarnish his name because he was doing what he was told to do. And they're putting it out now. And like one was saying, I need to watch who I follow, talking about MURAD, because he was they found some videos of him doing what he's telling you now that he was doing. He was being trapped. He was under whatever kind of head game they played, and MURAD hadn't broken free yet, So those old tapes, I do not care. Okay. So please stop sending it to my darn comments, okay? Because I like MURAD, okay?
In spots and places that you might not even think, but especially in high metropolitan cities like London. Very interesting, guys. On Wednesday, Ashton Kutcher testified before US Senate Committee on Foreign Relations on behalf of Thorn. an organization, and Thorn's main project is Spotlight, a cloud-based data collection and analysis tool that apparently helps police find these men and women who basically pass along and traffic children. According to Kutcher's testimony, the app supported by the McCain Institute, Spotlight, has helped save more than 6,000 victims, including 2,000 minors in just 12 months. But there's something fishy about these stats, because according to Cloud Error, the company behind Spotlight Technology, the app was used in 8,300 criminal investigations between 2015 and 2016, identifying 4,624 adult victims and 2,000 minor victims. These numbers wildly outpace the average number of new criminal investigations into trafficking opened in America alone each year, or average number of victims identified by US law enforcement. For instance, between late 2009 and 2015, FBI agents working with state and local police across America identified an average of just 175 minor victims per year. So in what world is Aston publicly also testifying, but expressing via Thorn that he's helped to save over 6,000 victims via the charity, and including of those 6,000 are 2,000 minors. Yet, when we look at new criminal investigations being opened up by the US and by the authorities, they are stating that average of just 175 minor victims per year were found. So whatever Aston is doing via Spotlight and via Thorn seem to be significant, seem to be far more.
Yeah, seem to be there and illegal. You know, I don't know what you're doing, Aston, but they're going to catch up with you sooner than later.
Oh, so either this is genuine and true, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure why he would lie to US Congress. I do feel like charities, especially charities that want to save the children, they definitely lie beyond belief for dramatics, for PR, for more investors. But I also feel like when it comes to Congress, I don't know why he would lie, because that is a problem. So my guess is he and this technology is actually able to detect more children, which means that if him and his people are tied into Epstein and Ghislaine in some way, we know where this road is going down, and it's very dangerous, because the Epstein files literally has his name, where an upcoming actress was trying to link via Ghislaine to Ashton's assistance to his people.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's all I got. And I'm going to let y'all go and watch the rest of it on MERALI's channel. All right. It's very interesting. So I would go. I'm going to finish watching it. And thank y'all for joining Valentine TV. Please subscribe and like the video. I appreciate it so much. I love you. Thank all of y'all. All right. Bye, y'all.